Hey guys, it's Josh once again. My apologies for how my last video didn't upload last week. So in this video, I want to talk about a few things, such as what my expectations are for college and how my orientation went, and binding in the summer, along with some things that I've seen in the transgender community lately. And I'm repping my new hat from 0.5cc, the Super T. Just got it today. I'm super psyched about it. So the first thing I want to say is that last week on Thursday and Friday, I had my college orientation, and my expectations were blown away. I thought I wasn't going to enjoy it whatsoever. I thought that I was going to be miserable, and that it would make me regret going to college. So, we got there, and we had to go into, like, this little area while they got everybody there and whatnot. And I was sitting at a table by myself, and this couple that had to be in their late 50s or early 60s came over to me. And they were like, "You look like a nice young man, so we're going to tell you how to please your woman." And they started to tell me about their sexual life. So I just turned around and I was like, "I'm gay." And they gave each other a weird look and they walked away. And I just had to laugh about it. So then I was passing. Nobody knew that I was transgender. And I was honestly enjoying my first day at orientation. And at dinner time, I asked my OA if there was going to be any gender-neutral bathrooms that someone could use. And she said yes, in almost every building aside from a building I'm not even going to be going into since I'm not going to be dorming there. So then the next day came, and it blew everything away. Like, I found out that there's an LGBT plus organization there, and that they have resources if I ever need anything. And I got a tour of the department that I'm going to be majoring in, and I just felt like I was at home. So that was great. I am very excited to start college now because I feel like I am going to be accepted, and there's going to be more acceptance of the whole LGBT plus community. Another thing that was pretty great about it is that people don't really give you any issues if you're an introvert. So I was happy just sitting by myself at dinner and lunch, and I didn't feel pressured to do anything. And yeah, our group did icebreakers, and I loved them, but I also noticed that I didn't really have to participate. So the next thing I was going to talk about is binding. It's summertime here in the United States, and the temperatures can range from 60s to I don't even know what. And something I've already found out with this being my first summer binding is that it gets very hot, and you can overheat extremely easily. So what I've been doing is I've been drinking water whenever I'm out, and just trying to stay hydrated. And then I'll go into a bathroom, and I'll splash some cold water on my face, and I constantly, like, adjust my binder whenever I have the chance, just so I can, like, loosen things up in a way. And I've been having to wear a lot of t-shirts because the straps on my binder are thicker than what I have on my tank tops, so I don't really want to give it away. And I guess I can also talk about binding when sick, too. You really shouldn't, because it does hurt a lot more, and it makes things a lot harder to do. Like, for me, I'm sick right now, but I'm binding even though I shouldn't really be binding. Like, it hurts a lot more to cough. After wearing your binder for a little while, you start to feel it in your back and down your sides when you're coughing or anything. And what I kind of found out that helps me is if I raise my arms above my head and I cough as hard as I possibly can, just to loosen some things up. And then I try to take my binder off as soon as I get home, and I try not to leave it on for more than what I know my body can handle. Another thing I also wanted to touch up on too is that some people find that those who bind but it doesn't compress well, they're saying that they aren't really trans because they're not trying their best. And then it also can be very dysphoric too. But something that personally bothers me, like, I'm glad that you feel confident enough to go out in just your binder or something, but the truth is you can see that it's not a normal tank top, and you can see the nipples. And yes, I know nipples aren't a bad thing, but you can also, like, see how the breast tissue is being compressed. And I personally think that you should cover up your binder. One, so in case anything gets pulled, it won't damage your binder. And two, if there are other people who are trans around and they notice that you are wearing a binder and just a binder, you might trigger them. So that's just my 2 cents. And then something that has honestly been bothering me, I know some people who identify as trans who say, well, yeah, you identify as that, but I see you as somebody who was this assigned at birth. And then somebody was like, the only reason I'd be with you is because you have the anatomy of a female. And to me, I don't care if you identify as trans or not. No matter what, that can be transphobic, because you're putting someone down for their body, and you're reminding me and anyone else that they were not born in the body that they were meant to be born in. And it's just very bothersome, because here you want this community to be extremely accepting, but then you go and either say things such as you're not trans enough, or yeah, you identify as trans, but you're still this at birth. And it honestly brings on a lot of negative feelings. I guess I can close off with that. I'm glad that the whole North American continent is same-sex marriage, equality for everyone. Like, that's a positive step, but at the same time, it's only a small step in the whole LGBT community. I mean, you can still be fired for being gay. You can still be fired for being transgender. Some people, they don't even understand that there's other things aside from being lesbian, bi, and gay. And we honestly need to protect everyone that is in this community. I don't care if you're aromantic, asexual, anything. You need protection, and you deserve equal rights to any other American. And that's just my personal view once again. But I think everybody deserves an equal playing field. I don't care your race, your age, or anything. You deserve equal rights to the people who are denying us of the rights. I'm not really sure what else to talk about. Like always, you guys can comment or message me direct. I'm going to put my email, my Kik, my Instagram, and I believe all of that in the description once again. And if you want, you can try to find me on Facebook. I'm the only Joshua Archer Bransfield on there, I believe. And then, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. So have a great rest of the week. I'll try to upload even sooner. So have a safe 4th of July, anyone that celebrates it. Please do not try to do something that you don't think is safe. Just be safe, please, and enjoy the fireworks or whatever you do to celebrate. Thank you. Have a great week.